Common issues with patios, walkways, and retaining walls have a lot to do with water and freeze and thaw. So water can undermine the base of a patio if it's not built correctly and lead to a patio that's got kind of ups and downs, hills and slopes and valleys in it. That's not something anybody would like to see after they've had a professional installation occur. And so we're focused on building a really strong base to make sure that that doesn't occur. Leaning retaining walls. One thing that sets us apart is that we're willing to, in some instances, instead of replacing an entire retaining wall, we can actually do some repairs to retaining walls that already exist in order to help keep the budget in line for folks who need that. And you want to make sure that you're mitigating water with retaining wall installation, that there's drainage coming through drain tile built appropriately with the base of the retaining wall. Other things that we see are other issues that we see are glacier-type ice arrangements forming on sidewalks or patios where water wasn't considered appropriately. And so it's very important in Minnesota to be considering how the water is going to flow over the landscape and what's going to happen in the winter with the water that will freeze and thaw over the course of the winter. We build patios, walkways, and retaining walls that have strong gravel bases underneath them. All of our patios, walkways, and retaining walls are built to handle water that is going to flow at them and present a design that the clients will find usable and pleasing for decades to come. Before construction, we evaluate soil type, water flow, and drainage on the existing site so that we know which way the water is currently flowing and where we need to get it to flow so that it's going to be going into the ground, being absorbed in either lawns or gardens where it's doing some good, as opposed to having the water flow towards foundations, where that's the main cause of problems that we see in patios, walkways, and retaining walls, is having the water undermine them over time because it wasn't planned correctly. Longevity in a hardscape comes down to base compaction, quality of materials, and proper planning so that water is flowing correctly over the landscape. Homeowners ask us, first and foremost, whether it makes sense to repair or replace their existing landscape, and they ask about the longevity that they can expect out of the hardscapes that we're installing, and then they ask about maintenance issues over the long term.